Welcome to the End Times podcast.
Yes, we have all of your plague news, plague doctor related news.
We are filming this episode, dressed like Renaissance plague doctors.
Exactly. With the masks on. We put the mics inside of our masks.
Yeah.
Just so you'd get that pristine audio quality.
Like, right now, I can't really hear him well, and he can't hear me well, but you can.
It's muffled garbage, so it's going to be real hard to talk to each other, because we're not going to be able to hear each other through these fucking masks.
I was worried that mentioning that the virus would date this episode, but then I realized we're doing a seasonal anime show, so it doesn't matter if we date it. It's dated just by being what it is.
Our content dates our podcast.
Yeah. For now.
For now. Ooh, what does that mean?
What you'll find out in 3 or 4 weeks.
Yeah, we'll get there.
Yeah.
But first, we should probably mention that this is not the Plague Times podcast. This is
not yet. Because we don't know how things are going at this time.
Yeah, stuff's looking a little weird right now. But this is actually at the moment.
Corona-chan.
Ooh, Corona-chan. Ooh, ooh. This is actually the protagonist seat.
Nani desu ka? Corona-chan.
All right, is too lewd for public ears. We're getting a little too spicy. This is the protagonist seat. You as usual, am Ian.
And I am Alex, and we are still around for now.
For now. We are in...
Still alive. Still alive.
You know what? Maybe we'll all be making podcasts up in the sky. Maybe we'll all just get this new bubonic plague.
Yeah, if we go, we'll still be making content. Don't you worry. You're just gonna have to listen to it on the other side. Actually,
From
you know what?
the other grave.
You're gonna have to tune in to the channel. It'll be like a weird like poltergeist thing, where it's just like a creepy like you turn on your computer, you go to one of our podcasts, and you just hear like. So anyway, on FGO.
Set up the spirit box next to the microphone. We have to record our podcast with fucking Zach Bagans of the Adventure. I almost said the Adventure Zone.
No, I don't want to
Ghost
record.
Adventures.
I don't want to record with Zach because all he wants to do is fight the ghosts. Like every single episode, he's just like, "Listen, I'm walking into this abandoned asylum. I know there are spirits here. I want to 1v1 each of you."
Guys, I'm feeling so mad right now. Yeah, we're not doing that. You just have issues, Zach. Yeah. You're just a mentally disturbed person.
Zach, we're just ghosts. We don't want to like fight you.
We don't even really want to work with you. We just need you to help us record.
Yeah.
Actually, are the Taps guys still around? Can we get the Taps guys?
I don't think the Taps guys are still around. This would be an awesome segue into Hanako-kun, but it's not the first show.
Unfortunately, Hanako-kun is fucking 4th on the list, so let's talk about some servants. And
technically,
then we can make
it's 3rd because Aruma-kun is done.
Oh yeah, that's right. We just never crossed it off.
Well, it's not. We cross them off when they're deleted. It's not deleted.
It's not deleted.
We only deleted Hatena Illusion.
Yeah, that show was fucking
I
bad.
heard did not improve, so we were fine on that.
That doesn't surprise me at all. Episode 2 was looking real rough. This show does not look rough, though. Kind of.
Fate Grand Order. Well, Tiamat looks a little rough.
All the shitty CGI always looks rough, but that's to be expected.
So what happens in this episode is just a really long, like, fight.
Yeah, they fight her. She's a titty dragon, and Gramps shows up, and Gramps fights a lot, which is cool.
And then he gives her the concept of death?
Yeah, because he, I guess, just is death.
Yeah, well, he is.
He is. He just is.
And then it looks like, oh no, she's gonna crawl away and escape, and we can't get to her because they have new faster Lamu that, like, move at sonic speed.
Yeah, they're faster, and they fly, and they stand condescendingly in somewhat JoJo-esque poses.
Yeah, they, like, cross their arms and lean.
Yeah, it's a little strange, but whatever.
And then Gilgamesh shows up, but it's, like, Archer Gilgamesh, and he just Gate of Babylon's them.
Yeah, and that's what he does for the rest of the episode, pretty much. He just Gate of Babylons.
And then Tiamat starts doing, like, nega world creation stuff or whatever, where...
It's Negagenesis.
Yeah, Negagenesis, where basically any servant would be destroyed by it, so the only person to go through and kill Tiamat is Ritsuka, and Gilgamesh gives him, like, a dagger to do it.
which is cool as fuck.
Yeah.
Because this is Gilgamesh giving away one of his legendary artifacts to just this kid to go fight
Only a
Tiamat.
dagger, though. He doesn't give him a sword or anything. Hey, stab a dragon with a knife.
Run up to it and aim for the head. Make sure you aim for the head. That's usually where the weaknesses are.
So they have Mosh and Merlin basically use their noble phantasms to back him up.
Yeah, we're gonna face fuck the Negagenesis with Camelot and the Garden of Avalon.
And while Ritsuko runs ahead, Ereshkigal dies because she used up too much of her authority.
Yeah, and she kind of broke the rules by helping the living to begin with. But when the whole world is gonna be fucked real bad, you kind of lose your options.
And then he runs through, and he's like jumping over stones that are floating and stuff. And it looks like the Lamu are going to get in his way. King Hassan shows up and starts biting the Lamu.
He shows up and starts biting him with his teeth. Like, I don't know what happened with his sword and why he stopped using it, but it's still cool to watch him just gnaw a Lamu's head off.
Also, I think his hands should be still, like, sufficient.
Yeah, he crushes, like, two of them with his bare hands.
Yeah, why doesn't he just do that? Also, don't, like, most of the Hassans, they're all nimble. They know, like, some martial arts shit.
He's the old man of the mountain. He fights savagely and just one-on-one. Because whatever.
The first form of combat, jumping on something and biting it.
And biting its head off. But you know what? He does it.
OG combat.
OG combat.
And then Ritsuko makes it to Tiamat, stabs it in the head, and we get a scene that's kind of original to this where you see, like, regular Tiamat.
And she's like, I just wanted my kids to love me.
And he's like, or she's like, I wanted to be remembered. And he's like, we'll remember you, so stop doing this. It's time to go now.
It's time to go.
And then after, because I know people have really wanted for a long time them to add Tiamat to, like, FGO as, like, someone you can summon.
Yeah.
And obviously that would be the form for it.
That would make sense, but, like, I mean, at this point, it's
you
like,
can summon
fuck it.
You can summon Kiara, who's a beast.
Yeah, you can summon basically whatever you want at this point. It doesn't actually matter.
Yog-Sothoth, Nyarlathotep.
Whatever. It's you can't summon gods? Well, now you can just summon gods whenever. Yeah, just do it.
They just need to possess a person.
Yeah, unless it's Quetzalcoatl. Then
it's a virus? I don't know.
I don't know Quetzal's deal, but Fate has loose rules, in case you couldn't tell by now.
Loosey-goosey.
Loosey-goosey. But yeah, they kill her. And everyone's like, yeah, good job, Ritsu. Congratulations.
Well, if that doesn't kill her, that just weakens her, and then Gilgamesh does it with Enuma Elish.
Yeah, he pulls out Enuma Elish, an anti-world noble phantasm.
Enuma Elish!
And just fucks it up. It's really cool, guys.
And then after they win, and everyone's like, Gilgamesh, you were forgiven for Fate Stay Night.
We forgive you. And Gil looks back at all of us, gives us a cheeky grin and a wink.
Oh, one of the cool things is we do see Merlin fight with using, like, Excalibur in this.
Merlin decides to pull out his swordsmanship. And he makes a little passing comment where he does some weird maneuver, and then he's like, yeah.
One of the Lamu, like, blocks the sword, and then he just blasts him with the staff.
And he's just like, yeah, Altria fell for that one all the time.
Artoria.
I'm
not accepting of it. It's Artoria. It's pronounced. They even say Artoria.
But the subtitles.
It's Artoria. I don't care how a Nepalex of America fucked it up.
Yeah. You know what? It's too far for them to change it. I think that's why.
What, are we going to call Arthur, like, Altrio?
Can we? Can we get this meta going? Altrio meta?
Altrio Pendragon?
That sounds like a fucking Mario character. Hey, I'm Altrio.
Hey, it's me, Altrio. Yeah, it doesn't even sound British. It sounds Italian.
I love it.
Altria.
I love it. I love this meta.
Like, Artoria just makes more sense. Just turning Arthur feminine.
Yeah. I mean, but then they'd have to admit they made a mistake in one piece of media.
Which is weird, because it's not like Fate Stay Night was not, like, a new thing. Fate Stay Night has been around since 2004, and fans translated that in, like, 2006.
Yeah. Whatever.
They would have known.
Whatever.
They would have known.
Whatever. Fuck
They would have
them.
known, and I'm pissed off about
Whatever.
it. This has nothing to do with the show. I'm just pissed.
We stopped talking about the show a long time ago.
I'm pissed.
We stopped.
I'm done. I'm pissed.
I'm done. Got like 2 episodes left, but I'm done. I'm done
pissed.
with
I'm
Fate.
done. I'm done.
I'm done with Fate.
Until the next Fate thing comes out.
Yeah, depends. Depends on what the next thing is.
Well, that's the Camelot movies.
Okay, I'm good with that.
And then after, when are we going to get the prototype anime? It's
You're
featuring
gonna
Altrio.
You're you're gonna be holding your breath for a long time on that one. I'm thinking.
I don't know, because, like, what else are they going to do in its stead?
I don't know.
Exactly.
I don't know. You got me.
Strange
Fake.
Fake. Yeah, that's not done yet, so I don't know if they can adapt that. I mean, I guess that doesn't stop them. They can just.
It doesn't stop a lot of people from a lot of things.
It's like, yeah, we'll do like the first like 3 volumes in this one series.
And then hopefully they'll be done so we can finish it, or we'll just fucking move on to something
The
else.
author is being very slow with that, though.
Yeah.
And this isn't like the West, where it's like the adaptation's more important than the original, where it's like, hey, George R.R. Martin, since you're not done with the books, we're taking over.
We're just gonna finish it, and everyone's gonna hate it.
Yeah, because you didn't write fast enough, you old fart.
You elderly man. You didn't finish your heavy lore-based political series. So, fuck you. We're gonna finish it ourselves.
So it's going to end with a character who is established as perfectly fine to be Dragon Hitler in 3 episodes.
Yeah.
Spoilers for Game of Thrones. Everyone knows.
Everyone knows.
Everyone knows. There's no
Everyone
escaping
knows.
that.
So, that's basically where the series ends off.
We probably have a
Ritsuka
close.
turns into Dragon Hitler.
No, we probably have one more episode left of closure, and then after, I think that's about it. Unless they're doing Solomon, because they can technically probably squeeze out 4 more episodes, but because
They could.
Solomon was just, hey, let's
fight Solomon.
yeah, and everyone shows up, but that's probably not going to happen that way. Where it was just like, here's all the joke event characters fighting their own one.
You think they're gonna have some poor bastard is gonna have to animate all of the joke characters? I would genuinely feel bad for that person.
I don't know. I kind of like, because the joke group had like Dantes in it, because he was just from an event.
That's right.
And Raiko, Iskander was in that one, because again, it was all the event people.
Actually, that means that I feel bad for that group anyway, because that person has to animate Dantes. That does not seem like a fun job.
He just like, teleports everywhere, just
He
zippity zappity.
Nothing's personnel, kid. Nothing's personnel with Dantes. Let's talk about Darwin's game now.
Darwin's game. So last time it ended off showing that his fat friend got kidnapped.
And they keep calling him Piglet.
Yeah, they call him Piggy.
Yeah, hey, Piggy.
And they cut off all his fingers because that's Wang's thing. I don't know why he's obsessed with that.
Wang just really likes to cut off people's fingers.
I'm going to pickle them in my pickle jar.
But the group's plan is like, hey, we're going to storm, and we got one guy from the kendo club. He's going to fucking fight the boxing man. And then we're just going to storm the gates.
No, he's from the boxing club, and he's fighting the karate man.
That's right. I don't really care about either one of them.
Because that guy got killed in a karate match. And then I'm like, how do you die in a karate match?
It looked like he kicked that dude in the neck.
Yeah.
So he might have just straight up broken a man's neck by kicking him.
Yeah. And then apparently with this dude,
Which, like, karate matches are sparring, so usually you have more protective gear on so that doesn't happen.
Yeah, and karate is a defensive style of martial arts.
So, and it's like a karate match, you don't usually, like, actually fight someone. It's
you just
like,
subdue them.
Yeah, my techniques are better than yours, so I will subdue you, and I won't, like, full-on punch you in the fucking throat.
Yeah. They're not doing, like, fucking, like, jujitsu on each other.
It's not MMA,
Yeah.
where they're just like, you gotta grapple him and just pound the shit out of him.
It's like, no, you just, like, flip him and make him land on the mat and he's done.
Yeah, that is, and he's done. That's a point.
Yeah.
get your opponent down on the mat.
It's not like I have to knock him unconscious.
I need to knock out my opponent by kicking him in the head as hard as I can.
That's how karate works.
I mean, I guess you're technically not wrong.
You want to go do karate in my garage?
No, I'm good. I took karate when I was a kid. I don't need to go back.
I did too. I'm proud to say that you don't want to fuck with me. I'm a white belt.
I believe I got to yellow.
That's further than me. White is the first one.
Yeah, you said that, and I was like, I don't know how it is in his dojo, but that's a very early belt.
Don't worry, because I have a belt, I can challenge you for your dojo.
You can challenge me for my dojo, a group of people that I'm not entirely sure still are a dojo. I don't know. It's been a long time.
You know what? Instead of fighting each other, I have a white belt, you have a yellow belt. Let's teach kids karate and open our own dojo.
We'll open our own dojo.
And not even teach kids. We're going to do full adults, and then we're going to start, like, our own dojo wars with, like, other dojos.
That's the thing that happens.
Yeah. It's like the Chicago dojo wars, but with us.
And a bunch of other people who don't really want to get involved.
Yeah, and they're just like we're the ones that are initiating it and harassing.
Yeah, and I guess, you know what? We'll call our dojo Cobra Kai. Fuck it, we'll just go full ham into it.
Yeah, and we're just a bunch of thugs at this point. We like harass business owners and stuff.
We're thugs in geese.
Yeah, we're thugs in geese. And yeah, that's how we rob places. We don't have like weapons unless we have like a couple of nunchucks or something. We're like, hey, and I hold up my palm to like the shopkeeper, put all the money in the bag.
This is Sato. He's on his first nunchaku form.
Yeah, everyone jumps up on the counters and stuff like, nobody move. I'm armed and dangerous. With these guns.
These are the only guns I need.
And then you like kiss your biceps.
Hey, you know who needs guns? Fucking
Kaname.
PUBG Man and Kaname. So.
Oh yeah, we have to talk about this. I'm kind of more interested in exploring the.
I know,
the scenario of
the format change.
Yeah,
we haven't gotten there yet.
We haven't gotten there yet.
Next time. Well, not next time, but in several times. So basically they're like, hey, you know how we can save our friend who has no fingers? We'll give him a phone and have him join Darwin's game.
And then we'll bank on him getting a decent sigil, which he actually does.
He does. He gets a pretty good one.
Yeah, they give him a phone, they have him join Darwin's game, and his sigil is telekinesis.
He's super telekinesis, throw the people man now.
But then he dies.
And then Wang kills him.
I don't know why he just doesn't, like...
run away.
Also, it's telekinesis. Just twist Yang in like half.
Yeah, dude. Twist people's heads. Just break their necks. Yeah. I don't know, man.
Telekinesis is OP.
Drop someone on their head. If you don't have, like, the fine movement to throw them, just drop them on their head.
They're just, like, crush them and, like, you know...
It's telekinesis is busted, and this dude fucked it up big time, and Wang kills him.
Yep, and then... That's basically the point. Like, the episode, there's not that much else that happens besides the Karate Kid versus the Boxer Kid.
Which is cool, because we learned Karate Kid has super speed.
You mean Boxer Kid.
Fuck.
He's a boxer, the other dude's karate.
It's because I keep thinking Karate Kid.
I know, he's a kid, because karate, just because of the Karate Kid movies, you associate with kids.
Yeah, he's a Boxer Kid. Boxer Kid has super speed, and he uses... double team, that Pokemon move.
You know what's dumb is like people who have powers that would combo well using another strategy. It's like, I use super speed and punch people. It's like, dude, just super speed and shoot people. Like, you can shoot them from any angle.
Shoot them from every angle
just
at once. Throw fucking daggers or something. I don't know. Do anything that's better.
You could like super speed in, like pop a grenade and then super speed out before it goes off.
There's the leader of that dojo can turn his body into like tungsten or something. Just crush people. Just crush them.
Yeah.
Just do it all the time. But they fight, and it's cool because you got martial artists who fight.
And then Kaname finally reaches Wang along with Ryuji, and they're just like, he's like, give me back my friend. And he's like, your friend's right there. And then after, there's a box with blood coming out of it.
What's in the box?
What's in the box?
What's in the box?
And of course, you know what's in the box. I know what's in the box. I saw 7.
We all know what's in the box.
We all saw 7.
It's heads and limbs and bad shit.
Yep. And then after, Kaname's all sad, and then Wang's like, ooh, that's what I wanted. I wanted you to despair.
And then he's just like, all right, I'm done with this. I'm leaving. Someone just shoot him.
Yeah, you guys can go ahead and kill him now. And then, like, one of the runt guys in, like, the 8th is like, all right, I'm going to shoot you now. And then Kaname just pops him in the head. And he's like, I'm breaking my Batman no-killing rule.
You irritated me. And then it ends. So next week we're going to see a lot more violence.
So Kaname is just going to kill all these people. Which,
yeah.
Cool. Go ahead.
It's about time in this Death Game series for a lot of people to just straight up die.
Especially the 8th.
Especially the 8th. Too long.
Remember when we were talking about taps and ghost adventures?
Hey!
Hanako-kun ghost time.
I was going to mention that the Taps guys still do, but it's not the Taps guys. It's like 3 guys from the Taps team have this show called Ghost Nation, and one dude fucking ADRs all of his dialogue.
Honest, how did they not run out of ghosts?
How have they not just found every ghost?
Like, there can't be that many ghosts that there's just a constant new supply.
I don't know. They just, like, go to random-ass places. I don't fully understand
It's like, all right, we visited all the ghosts.
We have visited every ghost.
My mom was watching some show the other day called, like These Woods Are Haunted.
Oh, I know that show.
And it was just like...
90% of the time it's fucking Sasquatch. Like,
yeah.
That's the thing I've noticed about, because
There's one where it's like, oh, they're trying to bust down. Like, first of all, I'm pretty sure ghosts don't go and, like, punch your house repeatedly and shake it.
No, that's not usually how ghosts work.
I'm like, that's some pretty extra ghosts.
They're just mad. They just want to train. But, like, 90% of those shows, it's like, yo, here's Sasquatch. And then... And then they just fucking Sasquatch is not a ghost, okay?
That's a whole different thing. That should be These Woods have Sasquatch in them.
These Woods are Sasquatch. It's a show where all the woods have Sasquatch in them, because I guess every wood just has Sasquatch.
Also, they're constantly like, yeah, this area of North Carolina, these woods are haunted. This area of Colorado, I'm like, I think, there can only be so many haunted woods.
There's only so many forests.
Yeah, also, you can't just claim every single forest is haunted.
All of the forests have ghosts, guys. Oh, no. They're all haunted.
They're all haunted.
Although, now that I think about it, I think it's kind of ironic that I've watched a lot of episodes of that show. There are rarely episodes about hauntings in the woods up here in the Northeast.
Even though we're on all that Native American territory.
A place that is known for having creepy-ass woods.
And, like, we have creepy stuff like witch trials and all that.
It's because we don't have Sasquatch.
We don't have Sasquatch. That's the problem. You're not going to find Sasquatch in Maine.
Sasquatch is the ultimate ghost.
I feel like Sasquatch is just, like... It's like that, like, Scooby-Doo, where you have the villain. Like, it's like, hey, we caught the ghost, and you just ripped off Sasquatch.
It's Sasquatch.
He's the one perpetuating all the ghosts.
There was an episode of that fucking show where it was a Sasquatch, but it was a Sasquatch that could turn invisible. And I'm not joking about that.
Also, how is Sasquatch in, like, North Carolina, in Colorado, in, like, Northern California, in Washington? How is he doing this?
He can turn invisible and teleport, I guess.
Is Sasquatch a wizard?
Sasquatch is a 9th level wizard, guys.
It has teleportation.
We should probably talk about what happened in Hanako-kun this
week.
We are 24 minutes into the episode, and we are on show number 3.
So Mitsuba is still around.
Yeah, he's just lost his memory and is in the mirror.
I'm glad he's around. I liked him.
Me too. I was bummed when he died.
Yeah, so Nene gets sucked into...
died twice.
Yeah. Nene gets sucked into the mirror world.
Yeah, because there's a bunch of hands everywhere, and they gotta play with the hands, and then one of the last hand is like, yoink, and just fucking pulls her into the mirror.
And then she meets Mitsuba there, and she's like, wow, this guy is really handsome. And then after his personality shows, we're like, aren't I the cutest in the world? And then she's like, oh, his personality sucks.
Oh, he's just a garbage person.
And then they're walking through the place, and then they see a mirror, and she sees her friend, Aoi.
Yeah, the one who knows all the rumors.
And she's like, hey, I've never really been able to tell you this, but your legs are super ugly and gross.
You have weird daikon legs. Isn't that so weird?
Daikon girl.
And all your friends know it, too.
Whoops. And then after Hanako explains to the younger Miyamoto brother that, hey, as long as... The way sort of things work in that world is if you have sort of any sort of... like insecurities or fears, it'll manifest and attack you.
But if you don't, you're good.
He's like, so let's just hope she's good.
Yes, let's hope this character that we have built up for the entire show so far about her insecurity, about her own legs, is good in this insecurity world.
Oh, and then she has Mitsuba look in the mirror and nothing happens because he's a ghost.
Yeah, so it doesn't give a fuck.
But then they get attacked by the actual creature there.
Yeah, it's pretty cool looking. I actually like the design of it.
And it's like
we're gonna swap places.
Yeah, Mitsuba is saying to it, well, wait, you're gonna attack me? I'm the cutest person in the world. And the thing says back to him, your looks are a 7 at best.
Bam, bam, wee.
And then I think it gives Nene a 4.
Yeah, it gives Nene a 4. Because she's like, no, don't let the ghosts get you down.
Yeah, but it looks like it's about to kill them both when...
A bunch of mannequins come out everywhere and it grabs them.
But then Hanako shows up.
Except it's not.
Yeah, it's his brother, who I forget the name of.
Liquid! It's Liquid Hanako.
Yep, Liquid Hanako shows up, and he beats the shit out of it to the point where it makes everyone uncomfortable.
Yeah, because he does it in a really weird way. He doesn't, fight the ghost.
It's like mechanical. Like, he just grabs it by the head and just starts bashing it against the floor until it stops moving. Yeah,
and he, gets blood everywhere, which is, this is a turn for this show, because that hasn't... they've talked, ooh, the bloody stairs, but no one's really, straight up murdered anybody so far.
Yeah.
And this came real close.
But he saved the two of them for some reason, and he even walks up to Nene and he's like, hey, you're still alive? And she says to him, yeah. Oh, that's good.
That's pretty cool. And then he starts getting all buddy-buddy chummy with Mitsuba. What's up with that?
This person is weird.
This person is odd. And we'll figure out more about this odd person next week.
Somali.
So
Somali stays home. Oh, so we see at the first part kind of how she went to meet the golem, which was just as you'd expect. He at first is like, I do not have to take care of this child. I should not interfere.
And then he does.
Yeah, because...
She is child.
But yeah, so she stays home with the younger Oni while he goes to do bodyguard duty. And they're just chilling out at home.
They just chill. Somali decides she wants to make a present, like a hey thanks present for Golem.
And the second day that they're staying home, the innkeeper's wife shows up, and she's like, "Hey, do you? Oh, look at you! It's so cute.
I came to drop off these vital, life-giving supplies. Hey, you guys like knitting?"
And then she shows them how to knit basically a bracelet.
It's one of those simple braids if you've ever done like a paracord bracelet or anything like that.
Yeah, you know the ones they're military grade. You should buy one because you can do it for a bunch of important. It's just stupid.
Yeah, or friendship bracelets in high school, where with the triple braid.
Yep. And then she ends up giving Somali a hug, and
then she gets real weird.
And then she leaves and apparently goes to some people in town and sells them information
some ruffians.
Yeah, that was definitely a human.
Man,
what a dick
fuck
move.
This lady. I was down to clown with her for the whole time, and then she's just like, I'm gonna sell you out to the nearest thugs, 'cause fuck ya.
Yeah.
So never trust old Zalal.
Definitely a candidate for the boomer remover.
Exactly. We need to give some freaking coronavirus to this world.
Yeah.
Is that insensitive? Is that like a no? I don't know if that's no territory.
Not it might not age well depending on how bad the situation gets.
That's a good point.
All right, as at the recording of this video, it wasn't that bad. So if you look back on this and go like, these guys were pieces of shit. It wasn't that bad yet.
Like, we were joking about plague times, but we didn't actually think it was plague times.
And then it became plague times.
Yeah. So we should move on from this before we dig this fucking hole any deeper.
Show by Rock, Mashu Myresh.
Hey, we didn't accomplish anything at the last training camp, but we need to write a new song, so let's go on another training camp.
So they want to help Himiko, but they're all just getting in her way.
Instead of actually, like, sitting down to help her write a song, they're just like, hey, we'll give her inspiration with this weird bullshit.
Which does not help.
And I gotta give Ryuhu's VA so much credit. I love this lady. She's got so much good range, and she's just lively, and I love her, and she's great.
Yeah,
she's
I want
perfect.
her in more stuff. I think that all of them are relatively new to the like voice acting in this show.
Yeah, and you know what? They picked some good ones. I like everyone's voice actors so far. But then it's what the fuck's her name? It's Hoan's turn, and she's like, we need to go somewhere quiet that we can work, but that we can also rest. Let's just go back to my house.
Yeah, so they decided to go back to the Snow Village.
Let's go back to the Snow Fox Village.
And they do.
Cue Naruto music with Snow Fox Village.
But yeah, they go back to the Snow Fox Village, and they're all hanging out there. Oh, and her dad picks them up, and they're like, who's that? And she's like, oh, it's my dad. And they're like, I think it's Rui that's like, you guys look just like each other.
And they're like, what the fuck?
And they're sitting in the car, and she's talking to her dad, and they're keeping up with the joke that he does not speak.
Yeah, it is a very one-sided conversation.
Yeah, and she says to him, man, Dad, you look so lively today now that you're in a car full of young people.
And they're like,
does he?
Okay. And then they get home, and freaking who's waiting for them but the sweetest ma and sweetest grandma.
Yep, and so the mom, though, they're like, okay, that explains why Hoen's the way Hoenn is.
They are almost exactly the same.
And they practice.
And grandma's like, get him! Go get him! Rock him!
Rock on!
Rock him for grandpa
and
so he can rest in peace.
I'm still alive!
I'm still here, you know.
We got that one joke.
This is my bit. I showed up all the way here for this bit.
But yeah, they practice, and they're still working on it, and then they go rest. They go to the hot springs, because this is kind of the hot springs episode.
Yes.
It's the relaxing episode, but yeah.
It's another training camp.
So they rest in the hot springs, and they're all hanging out in Hoen's room, and they all go to sleep, except Himiko can't sleep. So Hoenn wakes up, and the two of them decide to go out and watch the Aurora Borealis.
The Aurora Borealis.
At this time of day, at this time of year, localized entirely in your kitchen. Yes. Can I see it?
No. I knew that was going to come up, and I'm glad that it did.
Aurora Borealis.
Aurora Borealis.
Localized entirely in your kitchen. Yes.
But they go out and they have some more slight gay tension out in front of the Aurora Borealis.
Localized entirely in front of these lesbians.
Yeah, guys, there's a lot of gay tension when they get together, and it's pretty obvious, but, like, it's not gonna happen.
But then they realize that what they should do is make songs about their memories and all the friendship times they got.
It's about memories.
And Himiko gets inspired, and she's like, hey, you go back to the room. I'll be back in a little bit. I just forgot something.
Which is code for, I'm gonna stay up all night and write a song.
And she does.
And she does. And then they leave. And they're like, hey, you look pretty tired. And Himiko's like, I'm just gonna sleep on the train. I'm just gonna nap on the train.
And then they head back, and the dad's waving the flag for he hikes a mountain every day when they're leaving.
Every time to wave a flag. And what's on the flag?
Mashumairash.
It's the band name. He's got him.
And we'll see what happens next time.
I like Hoan's family. They're a lot of fun.
I like Hoan. She's cool.
I like Hoan, too. She's a lot of fun.
Seton Academy. Join the pack.
A Neanderthal shows up.
Yeah, I was going to say, this is a Neanderthal.
Yeah. I knew that. She pulled out the fucking stone spear at the beginning, and I was like, oh, she's a Neanderthal.
Even, like, in the OP, when she shows up, she's there with, like, a bunch of, like, woolly mammoths and extinct things in the background where I'm like, Neanderthal.
Because she's part of Extinct Club.
Yeah.
But we'll get to that.
Are they, like, technically extinct? Because I thought there are people with Neanderthal DNA, like, in the world today.
I think it's because the Homo sapiens part overwhelms it so much that it, like, they're not Neanderthals anymore. They're Homo sapiens. Or technically Homo sapiens sapiens.
Homo sapiens sapiens.
Yeah, there's two of them.
But yeah, so she is a Neanderthal girl.
Yeah, and
I don't know why they're like red hair, blue eyes.
Is that a common trait? I don't know.
I thought Neanderthals basically had, like, the way they, like, depict them, it's like brown hair, brown eyes, and, like,
very prominent brow ridges.
Yeah.
But you know what?
Well, all the girls look like regular girls.
Exactly. That's what I was going to say. They even look at her ears to, like, double check the fact that says she's human.
Even though, like, the chimpanzee girl can easily pass as human because they have people ears.
Yeah. Actually. She just has kind of a chimp face, and I fucking hate her. I hate her so goddamn much.
I don't know. I think she's kind of cute.
I hate her so fucking much. I hate chimpanzee girl.
And we're going to end the podcast there this week because he's getting a little mad.
I'm getting a little steamed. Goodbye. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter.
Neanderthal girls. Oh, first of all, the Ranka is in heat, I guess, so they had to hide her in her room.
And then she comes out because she's a dipshit.
Yeah, and all the dogs basically chase her, and we basically learn that female dogs, wolves, etc., release a pheromone that can be smelled by other male dogs up to a certain radius, and it's a very long radius, so all the dogs are chasing her.
That's what heat is, for those of you who do not have pets.
And then she ends up staying in Jean's room, but then he's like, tells her essentially that he basically, she's like, Jin, don't you like me? Aren't we friends? He's like, nah, I hate you. And she, like, totally buys it, even though he's just being him.
He's just being him. He hates all animals.
He's being tsundere.
Jin is the ultimate
Jin
tsundere.
is a male tsundere, and that's what she's got to learn.
Yeah.
Like, he has all the traits of it. It's like, it's not like I wanted to, like, join your cooking club or anything. It's not like I wanted to let you be cold all night. So just because I brought this blanket, don't think it means anything, you dumbass.
You fucking dirty animal. But she is broken up, and he kind of feels a little bad, so he's like, I'm gonna fuck off now and deal with my feelings somewhere else.
And the Neanderthal girl seems to be trying to break their group apart because she doesn't trust humans, and so she's trying to get everyone else to not trust them.
Which kind of makes sense, I guess, because, like, we beat them. We won. We beat the Neanderthals.
We had more of the smarty smarts.
We had more wrinkles on our brain.
Yeah, we had more wrinkles than they were too busy unga bunga in.
Yeah, fuck them. If you're a Neanderthal, we don't need you.
Yeah, fuck off, Neanderthals. No Neanderthals gets to watch our podcast.
Exactly. You know what? I feel safe that we're just gonna exclude that demographic.
Yeah. This is a podcast that's open and fair to everyone except Neanderthals.
You could be an animal person. If you're a cat girl, we are especially open to you.
Slide into the DMs.
Slide into the DMs.
Slide into the DMs.
Slide into the DMs.
Slide to the left. Slide to the right.
All
One
right.
hop this time. One hop this time.
Guys, what else happens in this episode? They just fuck around a lot.
I feel like we're really animated today.
Yeah, we got...
I feel like it's the being cooped up for so long thing.
That's true. All that energy is just building up. You know what? And you guys benefit with our weird just bullshit that you're listening to. But you know what? That's fine.
Anyway, Jin basically, she goes, "Hey, Jin, I heard that all humans were liars." And he's like, "That is completely true."
This is 100% correct.
And then he's like, "So don't take everything seriously." And then Hitomi's like, "He's basically saying he was lying when he said he hated you."
He doesn't actually hate you.
And she's all happy, and then we see the Neanderthal girl is just like, huh, and then leaves.
She stands outside the fucking window
And they're like,
to the
"Hey,
cooking
come
club
join us."
like everyone else does.
Yeah.
In plain sight.
And she's like, "Hey, come join us." She's like, "Sorry, I forgot about something I had to do." And then she goes back to her school, and then her classroom, it's called like Darwin's Academy.
And she's in the Extinction Club or whatever it's called. And there's a lot of scientific animal names that I don't know.
There is the mammoth, though. You can just tell by like visual appearance.
Yeah, he's the president, right?
Class president, yeah. But yeah, so she's gonna try. She's the villain for the end of the show, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I hope they fight to the death. I hope Jin just has to fucking kill her.
It gets real dark.
Just pulls out a gun.
And he's like, "This is why Homo sapiens won. They invented guns before Neanderthals could."
We invented guns. And then he pulls out 2 guns and just mows her down.
But she pulls out a gun, too, and she's like, "We can learn, too. We have guns." He's like, "But we made better guns." And then he pulls out Gatling guns.
He pulls out 2 Gatling guns.
And then she pulls out, like, a rocket launcher. Then he pulls out a mecha. And it just keeps getting more and more insane.
"See, you Neanderthals thought you caught up with guns, but we were 3 steps ahead with mecha." And then they fight to the death, and it's super cool. And a lot of people die. A lot of characters die, guys.
Speaking of die, ghosts, Inspector, more ghosts and stuff.
But fake ghosts.
Do you like talking? Do you like speech bubbles? Because imagine reading this, because I read this. Most of it is speech bubbles.
This episode is 100% dialogue. Just like no exaggerations. It is actually just 100% dialogue.
Yeah, you get to see Kotoko's she does scenarios 2 and 3, so this is only gonna be one more episode after.
Yeah, I thought I remembered on the preview being like, "Hey, we'll do solutions 2 and 3 next week because we kind of gotta hurry this shit up."
Yeah, so the first solution that she comes up with is that Steel Lady Nanase is a ghost, but the reason she became a ghost was because her dad hated her and killed himself to make her look bad.
Yeah,
and said that she did it, which is like a really weird thing.
It's
also
a real petty suicide.
Yeah, also it's the worst suicide. He throws himself down a flight of stairs. That's not guaranteed to kill you.
Yeah.
That's not a good suicide.
But you know what? It works.
Like, imagine that. You jump down the stairs and all you do is paralyze yourself at that point.
And then you left a note that was like, "Hey, my daughter tried to kill me." And you're just paralyzed on the stairs like, well, fuck. This plan didn't work out how I anticipated.
Yeah. It doesn't even look like a big flight of stairs.
It's not.
It's like maybe like 15 steps.
They're concrete, that's why.
Even so.
Concrete is dangerous. I don't know. I don't know. I'm trying to justify an anime here. I'm doing the impossible.
Even so.
Dream the impossible dream, damn it.
But yeah, that's the first scenario, and it's kind of dumb because it's
dumb, but it works really well.
It works, but it just relies on she basically even says, she's like, "I'm writing fiction for this one.
I'm just making this shit up."
And she's like, "Yeah, then she went to heaven after she died, saw her dad, and he revealed the truth to her."
And even Saki is like, "That is the dumbest fucking thing I've ever..." Like, she turns around in the car and she's like, "That is the stupidest thing I've ever heard of."
And she's like, "Don't worry, people on the internet are stupid."
Yeah, they're dumb, so they'll buy it.
And some of them do.
She had to learn the information somehow, and a lot of people buy it. Granted, Kuro this time is like getting thrown into trees and is getting his fucking head smashed in all the time.
And then the next one is that her sister drove her to suicide.
Which, personally, I would think would be a little bit more believable, but...
Turns out it's less than the other one?
Because it's the second half of it. Like, sure, the sister drove her to suicide. That seems a little believable. But then her sister was so paranoid that her...
Yeah, she had a guy dress up as, like, the...
like, she didn't even have them.
The person was like, oh, I feel really bad that she's so broken up about this. I know if she sees her sister as a ghost, then she'll know her sister is dead.
So I'll dress up as as a weird ghost version of her sister and attack people in the streets, which would make her.
What? That. Who would? Why? Why would that be your solution to like? Oh man, they're pretty broken up about this person dying. Let me dress up as their dead relative and attack people.
And it's not even like theorized that it's her.
That's
boyfriend.
a Scooby-Doo villain.
Yeah, that dude is a fucking Scooby-Doo villain.
That's
right
a Scooby-Doo.
there.
That's a Scooby-Doo villain right there. We figured it out.
We
came back around.
But anyway, the evil Kuro shows up. What the fuck? What's her name again?
Rika.
Rika. I'm so. If you haven't figured out in like 6 seasons of this show that I will never remember anybody's names.
I remember it because I read it, so I'm like, this is my second time doing this.
You have the advantage. But then Rika shows up and is like, hey, that theory makes absolutely no fucking sense, and here's why. And people are like, yeah, you're right, that does make no sense. So solution 3 was a bust.
And then we get to solution number 4 next week.
Next time on Inspector.
Now we get to move on to my favorite show this week. I enjoyed this episode the most out of all these episodes.
This was a pretty good one.
I hate getting hurt, so I put all my skill points into defense.
Guys,
you know what? This game is busted. It's stupid, but it seems like a lot of fun.
It seems like so much fun.
It made me want to play an MMO again.
Yeah, like, this was the episode
like, it's
that
the
was
Guild
like,
Wars event, and everyone's just fucking around with their guildies.
Everyone's just fucking around. She turns into a mecha again to take out huge chunks.
They've been doing pretty good. They're a small guild, but they're only in 17th place right now. And Sally has been really working herself to, like, the bone for this event.
But too hard.
Yeah, because they're wondering why she's going so ham, and they're like, well, we're a small guild, and all the small guilds are easily going to be probably wiped off the map real quick, so...
We need to get at the other small guilds before they get wiped out.
Yeah. And so, I think it's Kanade, the wizard.
Yes.
Yeah, so the wizard basically decides to help out and says, all right, well... Since Sally's resting, I'm going to go try to get some orbs, too. So I'm going to go out on patrol. And they do pretty well.
And so do the Samurai Girl and Shield Man.
Yeah.
And we also
I think it's... His name's Chrome. I just remember because Chrome. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And Lise, the bomb girl.
Yeah.
Isumi? Is that the Samurai Girl's name?
I don't remember.
But yeah, Samurai Girl and him go out to go fight things.
And we learn that he also has a kind of busted power where he has a 50% chance to just not die.
Yeah, but he is a way worse tank because Maple never would have gotten her health that low.
Exactly. Maple doesn't have to worry about death.
I think he bumped a lot into strength.
Yeah, he balanced his character a lot more.
Yeah. But yeah, his armor lets him basically have a 50% chance of not dying, which was pretty cool.
Yeah.
And then Sally wakes up and decides to go out on patrol again to try to get some more, and all of a sudden she gets cornered by the Frederica, the mage girl she fought in the previous episode, and her guildies.
What are they called? They're like the Blue Order or something like that.
Yeah.
The Holy Order.
Yeah, the Holy Order. There's the Holy Order and then like the Crimson Empire or something.
The Flame Emperors.
The Flame Emperors, yeah.
I can remember these names because they're guild names, so they're kind of dumb.
But yeah, so they end up surrounding her, and she's doing pretty well against all of them, and then we find out her skills are not skills, they're just her reflexes.
Yeah, she's just that good. She doesn't need skills.
Yeah, she just says they're skills to confuse them.
And this kind of unnerves Frederica a bit. Like, she figures it out, and her response is, oh, fuck.
She was playing us.
We're going to need some backup.
But then her backup shows up, and then it looks real bad for Sally, and she sends a message to Maple like, hey, might die, sorry.
Sorry, might die.
And then Maple's
and then Maple shows up, leaving the 2 Hammer girls back at home base.
Yep, so she ends up leaving and going to help Sally, of course. So she drops down out of the sky like Iron Man, just fist into the ground in her angel form.
She pulls a 3-point landing. That's what it's called.
And then they're all like, everyone's terrified of Maple in this game, where they're just like, Maple.
I would be too. She's fucking indestructible.
And then she turns on mech mode and starts absolutely destroying these people by shooting her poison Hydra thing at them as well as rockets. And I remember just watching the scene going like, yeah, you see, that's the problem. They didn't spec for that. They didn't spec to hard counter flying snakes and laser beams.
Yeah, they didn't spec to counter mecha with poison snakes. Who'da thunk it?
Yeah, you gotta really look up that build on the wiki.
That's really on them at that point. This one's on them.
But Frederica is like, well, since Maple's here, let me message our sneaky boy. I forget his name. But yeah, she messaged their rogue dude to go and attack their base. And
I think it begins with a D.
Yeah. Since it's just the hammer lollies there, he essentially just has them to deal with, and they're slow. They're strong, but slow.
They have absolutely no agility.
And they do their AoE blasts at him, but he can just easily sidestep them.
They do manage to
But they do some cool shit where they start throwing each other the hammers.
Yeah, because he, does some flips through the air and
they
shit.
do actually hit him, and it does a shit ton to him because they maxed out strength.
So, of course it does damage.
But he does end up killing both of them, and he's about to get his hands on the orb when every other member of the group shows back up.
Everyone else shows up and is like, hey, no, and they kill him.
Yeah, and then he's like, all right, well, I'll be back.
And see you in a little bit.
Yeah, because they get up to 5 deaths, so yeah.
And then the hammer lollies come back.
Yep, and then Sally got to keep all of her orbs since she didn't die, and Kaede got a couple of them too.
Kanade.
Kanade got a couple of them. I'm pretty sure Kanade is a boy.
I honestly don't know.
I think Kanade is a boy. He looks girly, but I think he's a boy.
I'm just gonna shrug. Maybe he's a dude who wanted a female avatar.
I just think he's just
a girly
boy.
man.
Yeah, boyish. So therefore he seems girly. But yeah, so they get more orbs, and then they decide, all right, well, we're gonna start phase 2 soon, where we're gonna have Maple go out on the attack instead of defense.
We're just gonna have Maple float over everyone on her death turtle.
Yeah, and she takes the Hammer Sisters with her, and they end up just attacking bases, destroying everybody, just raining down acid on them.
Yeah, it's pretty fun to watch.
And then they finally attack the Flame Emperors, and it is, you know what? It's the Horsemen of the Apocalypse. They just show up on the Turtle of Death, and then the girls are just walking, smashing everything in front with their hammers as Maple just walks and gives everyone max defense.
Because the Flame Emperors have the trap dude.
Even their guild lieutenants are like, yeah, all of the rest of you just kind of go and guard the orb. We're just gonna try to do this ourselves.
We're gonna try and stall her until the guild leader shows up. But I love how the trap dude sets specific traps against Maple, and they just smash him.
Yeah, all his traps are to inhibit her movement, but the Hammer Girls just smash everything.
And the last one is a pool of poison, and I was like, oh, you poor bastard. You don't know.
Yep, and also she summons her little abomination things. And it's just, she with the biggest smile, is just walking at them, killing everybody. I'm like, Maple at this point is just a calamity.
And she's got the angel wings and the halo.
She's a walking apocalypse.
She's a walking series of apocalypses. She has...
Just with the biggest smile, it's like, just give up, man. This is her game, and you're living in it.
This is Maple's game now. Mm-hmm. She has, so many different forms of just fuck everything, because she has giant demon form, she's got angel form, she has mecha form,
and you know what? Something tells me she's only gonna get more.
I know, and I love it. I want to see more.
She's got marshmallow form.
Oh yeah, she has marshmallow form.
But yeah, so that the guild leader shows back up, and what's she expecting to do? She's gonna get fucked.
They're gonna face off. And
But she gotta do light Maple on fire. You think that's gonna do anything to Maple?
she's probably gonna launch a lot of high-tier fire magic, discover that doesn't work, and just fucking crumble under the pressure, like she did when Sally escaped.
And then Maple's guild will probably come in second throughout this event because I feel like they're setting up the Holy Order to be like the big rivals, so they're probably still gonna win. Because we also see their leader, and he just solos an entire guild without using a single skill.
Yeah, he just kills everybody. Fuck him.
Yeah.
Everyone is jobbers to him.
Everybody is jobbers. He doesn't even need to... He's not even using, like, 10% of his power.
This isn't even 10% of my power.
Oh, and Kasumi. That's the girl's name. Kasumi.
Kasumi.
That's the samurai girl. Kasumi has a fight with one of the Flame Emperor dudes who has...
Split sword.
Where he uses telekinesis swords that make him fly around.
Yeah.
Which, that seems like a pain in the ass to do against PvP.
Yeah, it does.
Like, it's like, hey, I fight the guy who has magic flying swords that attack me from every angle.
But you know what? Kasumi does a pretty good job deflecting them, and she eventually wins again with nothing personnel, kid.
Yep. And yeah, she uses her special move, Sword Form Void, where her hair turns white and she teleports behind you.
And then just, that's it. That's cool.
Yeah.
I like how everyone is busted. It's not just Maple.
Maple Tree is cool. This game seems cool. I want to play a good MMO. Why do MMOs suck now? I don't want to play World of Warcraft.
Let's play New World Online.
We need to get... VR needs to step it the fuck up, pump it up. Also,
Pump
especially
it up,
with
jam it up.
Think about it. We're in plague times right now. How awesome would VR be to have during plague times?
Yo.
We can't go out, but we can still see each other in the virtual world.
Full dive VR. If we all had VR headsets, we could just fucking...
You know what? If that was a thing, I don't think this virus would have even spread that far.
Probably not. Too many... I mean, we've got VR chat.
Yeah, because you would
The
just
truest MMO.
We would have just been living in that.
Just like, whatever.
You would have had Kermit the Frog talking to some big titty anime girl while little Knuckles start running up to you.
And the Kermit would totally be doing a Kermit impression.
Hey there, baby. How are you doing?
Do you know the way?
like
You do
your
not know the
avatar.
way. And
It's
then after,
not easy being green.
and then the big titty anime girl will be like, "Thanks, dude."
Thanks, man. From my favorite anime.
Oh, just gonna leave you. I got something I forgot I gotta do.
But yeah, that's what MMOs need to step it up. VR needs to step it up. We need to be at the point where New World Online can be a thing.
Yeah, let's get it done. Come on, Elon.
Yeah, Elon Musk, fuck Mars. Put us in the virtual world.
All right, Elon, we got new priorities for you. First off, fuck space. We don't need it. We're already dead. It doesn't matter. Cat girls, full dive VR.
He is on the Catgirl thing.
He needs to get more on it. Guys, everyone buy a Tesla truck so that Elon Musk can finally getting around to those cat girls.
Yeah, guys, buy that PS1 looking truck.
Buy that fucking PS1 Warthog truck.
Yeah. Buy that low polygon looking ass Halo 1
Motherfucker. Hey, if you want to hear us ramble on more about random bullshit,
Ramble on. Yeah, if you're on YouTube, subscribe to this channel. Please subscribe, like, ring the bell, all the things. Comment,
do
say,
everything.
you guys are doing a good job, except Ian.
Comment and say how much you love my Kermit impression.
Be like, you guys are doing a good job, except Ian. The Kermit impression is okay, though.
Kermit's okay, though. Keep Kermit. Replace Ian with Kermit. If you're listening on Spotify, Libsyn, iHeartRadio, Google Play Music, or
Deezer.
iTunes, or Deezer, follow us on those sources of media. And if you're following us on YouTube and you want us in a more easily accessible on-the-go form, then check us out on any one of those forms of media.
Yeah, also, we are on social media, Twitter and Facebook, at Protagonist Seat, respectively.
We post all kinds of updates to things and whenever our videos go live.
Yeah, we do a lot.
We do a lot.
And we're coming to the end of the season, so you know you're going to want to stick with us, because we got our awards coming up.
Exactly. What do you think is going to win Best anime of the season. I know our categories. Only
Yeah.
been doing this for fucking a little over a year.
Yeah, what's gonna win? I don't know because everything is just kind of okay.
Yeah.
This is one thing I can
genuinely don't know.
say. It's an okay season.
It is an okay season. Like,
There's no Promised Neverland or
no So
Machikado Mazoku
higher.
airing right now.
Man, I don't think we'd ever get back to Machikaido Mazoku levels.
I don't think we will.
I don't think that's possible.
We can look for something new.
I can say I do think I have my ED of the season locked in.
I don't have my OP or my ED locked in.
OP is tough. I think I got some runners, but nothing I'm very, like, stellar on. But ED, I think I got one that I really like better
Is it
than
the
rest.
Seton Academy one?
No, fuck that one. I'm not giving any awards to Seton Academy. I'm not giving jack shit to that show.
Not even our new Best Dog award?
No. Best dog goes to Fu.
Yeah, I get kind of a dog.
Fu!
But yeah, that's
Oh
everything.
yeah, that's our spiel.
That's everything.
Thank you for listening this far.
Yeah, see you next time.
Have a good, hopefully plague-free time.
Yes, have a plague-free time. Stay healthy.